Chris Kuiper joining me now. Chris, I feel like a lot of different parts of the country are already kind of getting cold.
Yeah.
But we're really lucky with our 80s, I feel like.
We're kind of holding on to the warm and somewhat breezy weather out there. That's going to continue again for another week, so we're not cooling down really significantly here for at least another week or so. High temperatures this afternoon, middle 80s in the valley, 84 in Redding, Red Bluff, Corning, and in Willows, 83 in Chico, 82 in Oroville, 80 in Weaverville and Hayfork. But how many times has this happened before? You sit there and we get into October and it's getting closer to Halloween. You think, oh, this is going to be a warm Halloween. Look how warm it is. And it always cools down right before Halloween. Same thing's going to happen this year. It really looks like to me. 69 in Mount Shasta City, 73 the high in Boerne today. We got to 64 in Chester earlier on this afternoon. The winds, which yesterday were absolutely roaring. We had winds over 40 miles an hour yesterday at Redding. Today, the wind's a lot less, still noticeable. Right now, we have about a 5 to 15 mile an hour wind in the valley, and that's about where it's going to stay here for much of the rest of the week. Nothing too terribly strong going forward, but we'll still have that north wind out there. Why do we have these north winds going on? It's a difference in the barometric pressure. We've got high pressure up to the north of us, lower pressure to the south of us, and so Mother Nature pushing all that air from high to low, and there's your north wind right there. And that as it gets channeled between the Sierra Nevada and the Coast Range, that creates even a little bit more of funneling action. So we get the windy conditions again in the Sacramento Valley. Tomorrow, we do it all over again. The winds, about to 5 to 15 mile an hour range. Cool temperatures in the morning, but by the afternoon, heat right back up and well into the middle and maybe even upper 80s by the end of the day. And those temperatures stay warm all week long, it looks like. Winds won't be as strong as they were yesterday or even this morning, but we'll still notice that 5 to 15 mile an hour north wind all week long. Next week, right on cue. That's when we have changes coming our way. Temperatures starting to cool on down. This week, we are still under the command of high pressure, which is going to stay put here over the west coast. Sending the storm track to the north of us, keeping the sunshine out and keeping our temperatures warm. High temperatures tomorrow afternoon, 70s or even low 80s. And boy, check out Hayfork. 27 tonight, 81 tomorrow afternoon. How do you dress for that? You walk out the door to school or work and it's in the 20s. And then by the end of your day, it's in the 80s. You just got to layer and shed those layers through the day. In Sierra and Cascades, 60s and 70s for afternoon highs after lows in many areas, down to the 20s tonight. On the ridge, you'll find those Jarbo Gap winds blowing through the Feather River Canyon again, about as strong as they were last night. So if you felt the Jarbo Gap winds gusting to about 45 miles an hour at your house near Pence Road and Paradise and a few other areas, they're very localized. If you felt them last night, you'll feel them again tonight. In the north end of the valley, clear skies tonight, a mild night, low temperatures in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, those afternoon highs heating up, 86, 87 by the end of the day, and a north wind about 5 to 15 miles an hour. In the mid-valley, clear skies tonight, low temperatures on the east side of the valley in the mid-40s, a little bit more of a wind on the west side of the valley, so we'll see lows a little warmer there in the low 50s. Tomorrow, everybody is in the middle 80s with lots of sunshine and a north breeze about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Your Storm Tracker 7-day forecast, with the weekend is always in view. Those cool mornings with lows in the 40s in Chico, and then the warm afternoons continuing all week long. Highs by Friday, boy, in the upper 80s. Redding a little warmer at night thanks to that little bit of a north breeze out there, and a little warmer in the afternoon as well, touching 90 Friday and Saturday, although it does look like we might cool down a bunch as we get into next week.
All right, Chris, thank you so much. Well, a New York woman is accused